Hi guys, welcome to Throwzone.com. This is Mohit Soni, and right in front of you is a vehicle which is camouflaged, but that is what we know is the Skoda Kushaq. It's the mid-size SUV from the brand to finally take on the likes of the Renault Duster, Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, and other vehicles that are in this segment and coming in very shortly as well. This is going to be a very competitive segment where a lot of fight is going to take place right now, in the future, and in the very distant future as well. This is one of the best segments for any manufacturers to get the best amount of volumes, because the two SUVs in this segment are the Hyundai Creta and the Kia Seltos, and they are doing exceptionally well only because they do not have any competition right now. The Skoda Kushaq aims to change that, and it is coming in with all the bells and whistles that you can ever expect. The first major highlight is the fact that this model is going to be made in India for the world. Yes, when that happens, you know for a fact that you're going to get a very high quality product from a very big car manufacturer, and it is going to be priced right because it's going to be made in India. It is going to have a high level of localization, and that is what the Skoda Kushaq is also aiming at. As we all know, Skoda has taken over Volkswagen's operations in India. It's now Skoda Auto Volkswagen India Private Limited, and you know all of that. But let's now stick more towards the Skoda Kushaq. We know this car has been built for this certain segment. It's going to have a wheelbase of 265 mm, which is 50 mm easily higher than, let's say, the Creta and Seltos and other previous competitors that have been in this segment have been discontinued, or are going to come back. It's definitely going to have the largest wheelbase, so that means that you're going to get a lot of space, while Skoda says that it's going to have space for 5 adults quite easily. We'll have to check once we get astride the car, drive it and experience it and tell you more about it. But given the fact that it's going to have the largest wheelbase, that means it's definitely going to be much more comfortable than the Korean rivals, which are already not so impressive when it comes to space. Skoda also claims it's going to have a ample amount of luggage room, cargo capacity, along with extra leg room, knee room, and shoulder room, and all of that. As we all know, Skoda Kushaq started its life as the Skoda Vision IN. That's what its name was for quite a long time, till last month when we got to know the naming ceremony was done, and it was called the Kushaq, which is a Sanskrit name after the emperor, which is known as the emperor in Sanskrit language. So again, as you can see, the Indianization begins just from the name, and obviously, like I said, it's a made in India model, and the localization stands at 92%. 1 year down the line, Skoda says that the localization will be 95%. So you can expect exceptionally good pricing on paper. We'll see how that translates when the product is launched in June, July, while we'll get to see the entire car in March 2021, which is just, let's say, 1.5 months away. Powering the Skoda Kushaq is going to be a 1 liter TSI motor that we are familiar with in the Rapid and the Polo, and the Volkswagen Vento, which is also quite a good engine. It's going to have the 1.5 liter TSI motor as well from the T-Roc and the Karoq. So that is also a very impressive motor. It's got cylinder deactivation. So along with a 6-speed manual, a 6-speed automatic for the 1.1 liter TSI, and the 7-speed DSG for the 1.5 TSI, this is going to be a petrol only model, and you're going to get two automatic options with both different engines, and obviously a manual gearbox is going to be on offer as well. We all know for a fact that these motors are extremely enthusiastic. They've got great punch, a good amount of fuel economy delivered, and most importantly, the way they deliver power and torque is far more superior than any other car in its segment. um, it's not just that anymore. It's not the driving dynamic, it's not the engine. Skoda is offering so much more. They've got the My Skoda Connect that is going to come into the car. It's going to offer a whole host of connectivity features, and with the modern infotainment system, it's obviously going to be a touch screen. It's going to have a interior temperature and air conditioning and climate control to to keep in check with our hot weather that we have mostly in India. The second biggest traditional strength of Skoda has been safety, and that is going to continue with a good news coming in, the fact that it's going to have ESC, electronic stability control, as standard throughout the variants. So after the Nexon, we're going to see the Skoda Kushaq being offering that, and not other segment rivals. So that is great news. Obviously, dual airbags are going to be a standard, and on the top variant, you are going to get a dual airbag, side airbags, and curtain airbags. So that makes it 6 airbags for this car that is going to be on offer. Along with that, you're going to get hill hold control, rain sensors, headlight sensors, cruise control. All of this is being confirmed by Skoda now, but we expect a lot of other features also to follow in. And you're going to have tire pressure monitoring system as well, which is also great. We've seen those features only in very large SUVs. Now that is coming down to the mid-size SUV segment as well. So it's going to be great. This is just a small bunch of features that Skoda is confirming now. We can expect more features to come in as well. We know for a fact that Skoda is going to be investing a lot in India. They've already assigned 1 billion euros for this project, and 275 million euros is going to go just in research and development. Most of that is going to happen in the technology center at Pune, which was inaugurated in January 2019, and 250 local engineers are making their way to make sure that the Indianized product is as global as possible, and is going to meet all benchmarks including India's. So we are going to expect a head of a product coming in from Skoda in the mid-size SUV segment. Um, like I said, the Skoda Kushaq's name was obviously denotes that it's a king and the emperor. It could become one if it's priced right, because we see the safety spot on. We see the features list looks very promising. The space looks very promising. The design, we all know, we saw it at the just before the Auto Expo with the Skoda Vision I, and that concept looked very very good. And in fact, it looked much better than the Volkswagen Tiguan that was shown there. But that is obviously subjective to everybody else. We loved both the cars over there, and the Skoda Kushaq though is what I'm trying to say is going to be a very well designed product as well, and that is going to grab a lot of attention and your attention as well if you're looking for a car in that size and in that category. Pricing, well, it should start around since it's petrol only, it's going to start around, let's say, 8.5 9 lakh rupees, maybe slightly more, but it is going to end, let's say, around 13 to 14 lakh rupees, which is going to be the exact ballpark of the Hyundai Creta, the Kia Seltos, which are the premium offerings in the segment. Obviously, you have the Renault Duster as well, which also is now a petrol only product. Um, I think that's the only aspect. These are the only aspects that we can discuss right now. We only know for a fact that this is the MQB platform A0iN, which is basically an Indianized version of the MQB. So we're going to expect a lot of European car traditional strengths along with localization. That's the main highlight of Skoda Kushaq, that it's going to be a made in India European car for the world wherever it wants to go after that in terms of export, and that makes it a very very promising product for Skoda in the Indian market and around the world wherever it needs to go. And yeah, we can't wait to get on it and drive it and experience it. I think that should happen in late March or April, and the launch is obviously set for June July is what we're hearing. So Skoda has finally done it, and I think they're making a product made in India for the world. I know that's a big highlight that I'm repeating, but that is a huge step for the Volkswagen Group in India. Can't wait to experience it and tell you more about it. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, hit the like button. Still have some comments, put them in the comment section below. We already have a lot of information on our website in the Skoda Kushaq reveal article that we posted yesterday. And subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook to stay connected always. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.